Um, how can Bitcoin help address extreme wealth inequality in our communities?
Well, it's not really, wealth inequality is something that I think is, it's kind of blanket assumed as a bad thing. I don't think quote unquote inequality uh, as a thing is something that we really need to solve, quote unquote. Um, because what we want is to solve unfair inequality. We want to solve corrupt inequality. But if, like, like, go back to the internet technician example. Let's say I save 80% of the value and services that I give as an internet technician for 60 years. And now I have $40 million worth of savings. Um, which I don't even know how much you would possibly make in 60 years doing that. But let's just say $40 million. Like, that's not a problem. Like that, the fact that I have more savings than other people, that I'm wealthier, is not a, that's not an inequality that we should be fixing. That's an inequality that we should support, that should be applauded. Like, somebody has been unbelievably frugal and just put massive amounts of value into the economy and not taking it out. And that's what it means to produce a lot of value. That's what it means to have a profit. It means that all things equaled out at the end of the day, I put more into the economy that I took out. And based on the voluntary exchange of everybody I interacted with, they all agree. And that's a good thing. So if somebody is massively productive and somebody knows how to turn $10 into $100 by producing things and building fascinating new innovations and providing value for millions of people, it's important that they are the ones in charge of the money that we give them voluntarily. Like, they should have the values of that, because they can produce 10x what somebody else who would just, you know, buy an LCD screen and sit around in their, like, living room. So as long as it's fair, as long as it's voluntary, inequality is fine. Inequality is great. We want those who succeed to be more rewarded than those who destroy value. But in the sense of our current environment, we have really sinister inequality. We have inequality based on how close they are to a political machine. And we have inequality based on who has the banking license to just issue money at will and basically make, I mean, think about what it means. Like, let's say I've got $0, right? And I get a banking license because I know somebody in politics, and I got a good, powerful friend. And now I just have the ability to issue money. Well, I issue $1 million loan at 1% interest. Again, I don't have any money. I haven't produced anything for the economy. I haven't traded with anybody. I got nothing. But I can issue $1 million and give it to you at a 1% loan. That seems like a great deal for you. 1% is dirt cheap. That means I get $10,000 a month from you. I have an asset. You have a liability. You owe me $1 million for no reason at all. I just invented $1 million asset for myself that's going to pay me $10,000 per month, and I didn't do shit. That's evil. That is messed up. And that's what we need to solve. The people who are billionaires and have unbelievable amounts of money and have permanent positions in politics and are in the corporate, like, revolving door between regulator, politician, CEO, regulator, like that whole system, that is a mechanism of corrupt inequality, and it shouldn't exist. Those are just people who know how to fudge numbers and have a political authority to be wealthy, rather than actually exchanging value with other people voluntarily and producing things for the economy.